A human a puppet of God? A puppet idea has no real freedom. It's entirely controlled by someone else. If human were puppet of God, it would suggest we have no free will, and that very action is predetermined. Religious perspectives. Some theological views like strict predestination, Calvinism, human lives and choices are ultimately guided by God's will, though interpretations vary on how much freedom we have. Other views, like in most of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, God is sovereign and all knowing, but humans are still given free will to make choices. God may influence, guide, or allow events, but He doesn't control us like a puppet. Philosophical perspective. Some philosophers argue that humans have a blend of freedom and determinism. God, or the universe, sets limited and circumstances, but within those, humans make meaningful choices. Bible verses that human has free will. A clear Bible verse that emphasizes human free will is Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. This verse shows that God gives human a choice to follow Him or not. It highlights the freedom to decide, which is the essence of free will. Other supporting verses include Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. This day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 13 says, You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather serve one another humbly in love. These verses consistently show that while God guides and desires the best for us, He allows us the freedom to choose our path. Life is a testing and refining process. Even when we honor God, He allows challenges and circumstances to come into our lives to strengthen our character, faith, and endurance. In James chapter 1, 2-4 says, Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Challenges aren't necessarily punishments. They can be opportunities for growth. Free will and consequences. Humans have free will, and we will live in a world where other people's choice and natural events affect us. Sometimes circumstances arise not because God wants to punish, but because the world is imperfect. Overcoming them develops wisdom, compassion, and reliance on God. Spiritual lessons. Difficulties often teach us to trust God more deeply, seek His guidance, and grow spiritually. In Romans 5, verses 3-5, says not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Purpose beyond comfort. Life isn't just about ease, it's about preparing us for greater purpose. Circumstances can shape us for ministry, influence, and testimony to others. In short, honoring God doesn't remove difficulties. Rather, it gives us the strength, guidance, and purpose to overcome them. Challenges refines us. build our faith, and help us grow into the people God intends us to be. Exactly. When we face challenges while honoring God, those difficulties aren't meant to crush us. They are opportunities to grow stronger, gain wisdom, and discover purpose. The strength. Challenge teaches perseverance and builds spiritual resilience. The guidance. Through trials, we learn to rely on God, seek His direction, and trust His timing. The purpose. Difficulties often reveal a deeper calling, shape our character, and prepare us to help or inspire others. It's like a blacksmith forging metal. The heat and pressure don't destroy the metal. They strengthen it into something useful and beautiful. Challenges don't break us. They give us a strength, guidance, and purpose to become who God created us to be. Honoring God doesn't mean life will be free of challenges, but through those challenges, He strengthens us, guides us, and gives us purpose, shaping us into the people we are meant to be. Thinking that humans are puppet of God is a misunderstanding of the relationship between divine sovereignty and human free will. Here's a careful way to look at it. Puppet implies no choice. If humans were puppets, we would have no real freedom or responsibility. Every thought, action, and decision would be pre-programmed. Scriptures and spiritual teachings. Most religions traditions teach that God is all-powerful and knows all things, but He gives human free will to choose, decide, and act. For example, Joshua verse 15, chapter 24. Choose for yourselves whom you will serve. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. Now choose life. Purpose of free will. God allows choice so that our love, faith, and obedience can be genuine, not forced. Life challenges, decisions, and consequences help us grow spiritually and morally. Bottom line, humans are not puppets. We are co-creators with God in the sense that He sets the stage, but we make meaningful choices within it. Our decisions matter, and God's guidance help us navigate life, not control every move like a puppet master. Here's a simple analogy. Think of life like a stage play. God is the director. He knows the story, sets the scene, and provides the scripts and guidance. He ensures the play has meaning and purpose. Human as an actors. We have the freedom to choose how we deliver our lines, move across the stage, and interact with others. Our choices affect the outcome and how the story unfolds. In this way, we are not puppets because we make real decisions, but God's guidance ensures the story still has direction, purpose, and meaning.